My name is Dr. Afolabi Olatunji, the regular host of this WealthSecrets Mastermind Mentorship class. You know what we say, that in every success, there is always a secret to it. In every wealth creation that you have seen that is worthy of embracing, there is always a secret to it. And that is the secret that we are hoping that you can also learn from. Matter of fact, we are unveiling the secret to you. It's my joy to be teaching us in this weekly teaching series titled How to Discipline Your Thinking for Greater Success. How to discipline your thinking for greater success. Of course, you all know how we do it here. So you might want to grab your notepad and pen to write down how to discipline your thinking for greater success. You see, at the end of it all, result is what we show. Somebody once said, Afolabi, what do you mean by success? How do you describe success? You see, it has a relative meaning. Whatever thing you're doing, it doesn't matter whether it is not monetary value alone. It could be maybe you are a student. It could be maybe you are a trader. It could be maybe you just got a contract. It could be maybe you just achieve one level of success or one level of achievement in your own field of endeavor. That is what success is all about. So it has relative meaning, all right? So it might be health. It could be a success. It might be relationship. It could be a success. But how do you discipline it? Now, for the purpose of this class, we are primarily focused at monetary equivalent. How can you, because at the end of it, somebody will say the share that matters, all right? Money matters, okay? So my job is to be able to show you some certain key element that is going to help you to attract success. And it all starts from the way you are able to discipline your mind. No, first I will begin by saying the top 5%, of course, if we statistically look at how it works, the top 5 performing people or 5%ers in the world, they do have clarity on what they want for themselves. You see, there can never be any success without clarity. Clarity can be you having a focus on knowing where you are going. Now, the first thing you want to understand here is that the key number one, to discipline your thinking to attract greater success into your life in 2023. And by the way, don't quit on you. There is still a longer time to really get there. I would say the first thing is decisiveness. What do I mean by you being decisive? You see, you must know what you want. All successful persons in the world, in fact, anybody you know around you, that success, they would not have achieved that success without them being decisive in that particular business or that trade they have found themselves involving. So you must really be decisive. You see, I'll tell you something. You will never see anybody that you can relate to their names in the world, maybe mirror or model after, that you think they don't know where they are going. They know what they want. They know exactly what they want to do and how to go about it. And they follow it to the letter. One person I'm going to talk about is Coach Dan. And I'm so super proud of that, my amazing brother, success partner of mine. I know we are all successful in the things we're doing, but, I've watched his efforts, his tenacity, his zeal, the drive to see people win. The way he travels, he just shared with me very shortly that, see, I'm in Uyo at the moment. What is it that this man is doing? Going from one place to the other, ensuring, serving people. No wonder Jim Rohn says service to many leads to greatness. You see, in this class, this is somebody that you've seen moving, ensuring, impacting, teaching people what he knows. You see, success is never going to be accident. He is not being distracted by every other thing. That's what I'm saying. It's focused at that particular business of his that is in pursuit of. And this man has a target. I remember sitting with him. He said, Afolabi, listen up. From now and December, my target is to be able to, earn so amount of money, which is, by the way, multiple 7-figure income in hard currency, US dollars. And he said, this is the roadmap. I plan to do this. I plan to do that. That is somebody that knows where he's going. You see, you cannot be distracted. If you say you know where you're going and then you are being distracted, I'm telling you, you will never even achieve success in that particular thing you're doing. So please be decisive. Know what you want. Know exactly what you are in pursuit of. Develop a character and quality. I want you to write that down. You must develop a character and quality of decisiveness. You must know what it takes. What are the characters and qualities of decisiveness? I'll tell you. Point number one, have a goal. Have a goal. You must have a goal. You must know what you're doing. That is how to develop that particular character. Don't say, oh man, everything. Oh man, I can do everything at the same time. In fact, let me tell you something. The Dangote you see, your $10 you see, maybe one successful person around you, or maybe one wealthy person around you. Go and check his antecedent, his biography rather. You will see that this person chose something, and that is why he's able to stand out for something and is able to be known for something. When you talk about Michael Adoniga for now, you can relate to him that he is the founder and owner of Glow. Do you know how many businesses this man has been involved in that you don't know? You might want to do your own research about that to know what it means. So know exactly what you want. I'll tell you, over the past 5 months, 6 months, I've been working on a certain project that I put on the part-time basis before in the pursuit of greater life. And at some point, I haven't run this certain business for over 5-6 years on a part-time basis, putting somebody to be to oversee some of the affairs and activity. I decided to say, Afolabi, it's high time I commit into this. I'll tell you, there's been a lot of distractions that came into my life around me, and I'm facing it. In fact, I'll tell you something. In the process or during this whole time, I almost feel like quitting because I'm human. I'll be like, is it worthy? Can he give me this amount of money, this kind of income that I've been exposed to? But I understand the law that governs wealth building. I understand the law and how to develop the character and attitude of being a decisive person. I make sure that all those things comes, I receive them in good faith, but I pursue my goal because I said it is right now or never. And I know that it's a matter of the law of seed time and harvest. At some point, you must have to sow the seed. It will look like nothing is working. It will look like nothing matters. It will look like you don't even know where you are going. It will look like you want to quit. I have the privilege of chatting with one fellow of mine, and this fellow called me and says, sir, he's been a mentee of mine for some years. And he called me and he said, you know what, Mr. Folabi, he said, how would you advise me? I have been doing a certain business for the past 8 months. And for the past 8 months, this business doesn't seem like it's working. Would you advise me to quit? And this is what I told the guy. In fact, I took him down from the basis. And I said, it depends, my brother. It depends whether or not what you have set out for yourself, because you see, some of the things we talk about in the class matters a lot. When you develop a goal, when you come up with your goal, put a deadline to when you want to have the goal, and also depend on the kind of business that you're doing. Now, if it is business that, maybe in some of these affiliate online marketing that scams people, you see, you better turn back because it's never going to work. But if it is something that is worthy, that you are building on a project or maybe your own local business, I'll tell you, you should have a deadline. When you have a deadline, you know that at some point, if I get to so time, so date, and it doesn't work, then I can think of plan B or turn back to that other business because it's not going to work for me. But not when you are sowing the seed, not when you are watering. According to Jim Rohn, he said, when you are doing seeding, he said, 3 things is going to happen. He said, some of them are going to fall by the wayside. He says some of them, the birds are going to take from it. He says some of them, they're going to fall on the pony ground. But he said the ones that remain is the one that will grow, and then eventually you will be happy. You see, there is a law of seed time and harvest in the part of being decisive. I tell you, whatever you focus on is what expands. Whatever you don't focus on will shrink. I was able to cancel this particular young fellow, and he bought it, and he said, Mr. Falabi, look at it. I think I'm going to commit, and from the things you said, maybe this strategy, maybe because the thing gives me a boom, and I didn't consider the side effect of it. Maybe I will start looking at that and let it come in trickles that it will be more sustainable. And that was how we ended that conversation over. What is it that you're doing? You must learn how to discipline your thinking for greater success. You see, what you are looking at, if you don't change the way you look at things, the things you look at too will start changing. So start to look at things differently. Don't let anybody distract you. You see, part of distractions for your life could be people very close to you. But the major distraction you're going to deal with is the one you're thinking. So I want to encourage you to start to discipline your thinking. You see, the solution to any decision is to make another decision. The solution to a decision is to make yet another decision. It is important. If it doesn't work for you, haven't given a deadline or what you're doing, and you know within yourself that, see, this is where how far I could go. Matter of fact, you can have somebody, you can have a counselor, you can have a mentor, like the guy put up a call to me, and I was able to guide him, to tell him and advise him on the thing he needs to do, so as for him to be able to make readjustment and then still give it one more time. Maybe that kind of fellow is what you need. You see, matter of fact, maybe this kind of class is what you need to help you discipline your thinking. Guys, you see, we're going to be taking you on a journey. You remember, how to discipline your thinking to attract greater success starts with decisiveness. You must make a decision. Decide on what you want. That is the first step to be able to make you know that, see, I'm going to discipline my thinking to achieve or attract greater success. Remember, discipline is a foundation upon which every success is being built, and lack of that discipline is what inevitably leads to failure. That's what Dennis Wetley said, and I hope you get the message loud and clear. So it's your regular host, your friend, your success partner, Dr. Afolabi. All right, make sure you stay to the class, make sure you stay glued. Don't let anybody tell you, don't let us send you a reminder if truly you are going somewhere in the year 2023 and beyond. Take care, God bless you. I'll see you on the winning side of life. Remember, as you go about your day, we encourage you here not just to count the day, but rather to what? Always make the day count for your own good. Take care. God bless you. I'll see you on the winning side.